What's good, y'all? This is your boy D Fat Stacks, and I just wanted to talk about me becoming a small business owner and the challenges that I've faced and the successes that I've had. Now, if you guys don't know, I have two stores, an eBay store, which you can see here, and I also have my own personal online store, which you can see here. Now, there's been a lot of challenges to becoming a small business owner, and definitely one thing I will say is when you decide to become a small business owner, that you need to have both feet in. You can't have one foot in, one foot out. So because there's a lot of challenges that come with being a small business owner, a lot of responsibility. So one thing I can say for sure, for me personally, my business has been something that I've been developing for the past 5 years. A lot of pen and paper for at least the first 2 or 3 years, and trying to figure out how I'm going to either raise money and how I'm going to have my layout as a business. But becoming an anime retailer of various anime products, has its own challenges, because you do have other bigger businesses out there that's been doing it a lot longer. And for me personally, because my hobby's always been anime, I've always wanted to turn it into a business. And also becoming a gamer as well allowed me to have an audience already set up, because not only I'm a gamer, I'm a streamer as well, a content creator. So that access of having my viewers and other streamers being able to see my store, definitely gave me an easier boost for me to start off on my customer base. And of course, that's just a small tidbit when it comes to building a customer base, because that's the next thing that's also a challenge. Not just figuring out your blueprint, not just the capital, but building a customer base that will rock with you and your store. So like I said, this has been in the plans for some time. And, my personal challenges that I have seen, the biggest one for me, I would have to say, is definitely trying to raise money or getting the capital in order to have more items for the customers, and also being able to get more items from different vendors, being able to get items, just from different areas. But one thing I will say, when I decided to get into this business, I wanted to make sure I went in all the way. AKA, if you guys haven't seen it lately, my logo, my name, everything has been trademarked. My business, gone through the whole, state retail license and all that, for tax purposes and all that I've done within the past couple years to ensure the fact that I can, be able to deal with vendors and other, other businesses where I can become, a legit anime retailer, by having the proper paperwork. So, me personally, I was not planning to, half step this at all. I wanted to make sure I wanted to deploy my capital in places where I had to. So, trademarking, branding, getting the merchandise, all that is an absolute must in my, in my field and what I'm doing when it comes to, my business. And of course, being able to have a company vehicle, having a building, which the building is the next process, slowly but surely. But definitely the challenges, my main challenge over time has been capital, because, I just didn't want to just raise money like that. I wanted to put my own capital first when starting out. And then as I sell stuff, reinvest the money back into the business with more items, being able to spread, the capital in developing a better online store as much as possible. And also being able to reach out to other vendors to bring in, unique items if I can, here and there. So definitely over time, I want to become a bigger anime retailer as time goes along. But it's definitely a process when you are looking to start any business. Is you have to do what you can afford pretty much. So, but I could definitely say, I like the successful small steps. All the small steps that I've taken have been successful so far, I should say, when it comes to, being able to build a customer base, having various items for my customers, being able to deliver the product on time as much as possible. Now, obviously, I have no control over UPS, USPS, none of the shipping agencies I have no control over. But as a business, what I can control is the processing time and how fast that item hits, the shippers. So that is one thing that I try to do, as a small business owner, is get you your product as quickly as possible, processing wise, and getting it to the shipper. Now, there are a lot of, there isn't really a lot of big difference when it comes to being an anime retailer or trying to separate yourself. But one thing I do try is to make sure that I don't try to charge extra on shipping. Now, small business, I do a lot of free shipping on a lot of my stuff, but I get to choose how fast the item gets there, aka if I'm doing priority shipping or just regular. The majority of the time, I will try to do priority if the price is better. I should say it that way. And of course, with the post office changing the way how they have done their shipping, they've pretty much put their ground shipping, and there was a few other things. First class, I believe it's like ground shipping, first class together. That has made it, a bit cheaper in shipping, certain items. I say a bit cheaper, but that just depends on your shipping zone. You know what I mean? So that's also one thing I have to look at as a small business, is being able to get the item to my customer pretty quick. So, and as well, I also do events. So not only I do, the online stores that I have, the eBay and my own personal store, but also I go around and, I'll do people that are hosting like, garage sale or something like that. I'll show up to and see if I can set my stuff up. I'll go to cons, in smaller areas, see if I can set myself up, and sell my merchandise. Because as a small business owner, that's how you build a customer base to get yourself out there, is going to various areas so people can know who you are. Now, when it comes to pricing, I do my best to price, as it's fit for my business. You know what I mean? As a small business owner, I have to set a certain price so that whatever I make, I can put back into the business, but also I'm not cutting myself short, because a lot of the money that's being made is just being recycled either into more items, when it comes to product shipping and stuff like that. So, and that's how it should be. Anytime you're a small business, you have to reinvest in the business in order to be successful. If you are not reinvesting in your business, you're doing yourself a disservice. So, but those are the challenges that I've seen for myself so far. I'm excited to be, an anime retailer, being able to sell various items, to quite a bit of people, across the world. I've shipped some of my stuff to some places that I've never thought I'd have my stuff shipped to, per se. So, but I appreciate everybody's, support. Appreciate everybody that's been rocking with me from day one. I appreciate, all my customers everywhere. I'm definitely doing this for y'all, being able to, give you your unique items when it comes to anime as best as possible. Try to give you guys a unique experience. So, once again, shouts out to y'all, the customer base, So appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good day. Be safe. Once again, make sure you check out the eBay store as you see here. Check out my online store as you see here. And also check out my socials, on Facebook and all that, TikTok, Instagram and all that. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good day.